Hello everyone, and welcome to another edition of Almost Martha. And today I'm sort of auditioning a recipe for Thanksgiving. I wanted something a little chocolate because I have a lot of fruit pies and pumpkin and all that going on. And I thought, why not something simple like a cupcake? But then I thought of my mom, and her favorite icing is caramel. Perfect fall flavor, right? Chocolate cupcakes, caramel icing, maybe updo it a little more and put a little salt in there, a little salted caramel. Oh yeah, I think it's gonna be a winner. So hold on, let's make it together. We're gonna do chocolate cupcakes with salted caramel icing. I have already made my cupcakes, and I used a Duncan Hines dark chocolate fudge recipe. Oh, it's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. They're cupcakes. Use a box mix. Use a box mix, it's fine. Now to make the icing, we're gonna start with 1 cup of granulated sugar, and we have 1/4 cup of water. I'm gonna turn my burner on to about a medium-high heat. And all we really need to do first is just dissolve the sugar. So we can stir this until all the sugar has been dissolved. Now, once the sugar has dissolved, what we have to do is then caramelize the sugar. So until the sugar is dissolved, you can stir it. After that sugar has dissolved, we're going to make that caramel, and we don't stir it at all. We're just going to let it cook until it reaches an amber color. This is really the tricky part. Okay, we're starting to get some of that amber color. Just going to rotate my pan a little bit. I'm still not going to stir that sugar. I'm going to do a quick check. Okay. We are there. We are there. I'm just going to mix that up a little bit. Don't want to burn it, so I'm going to take it right off the burner. First thing I'm going to add is I'm going to add some salt. I'm going to add my cream, and we're really starting to boil here. I'm going to add my vanilla. I'm going to stir. Okay, we're doing good. Last little bit of thing there. Now I'm going to move my station, and we're going to take this and we're going to put this caramel right into my KitchenAid mixer, and then we go from there. All right, I'm going to put this right into my mixer. Try to get all of it in there. It's going to start to harden. You have to work kind of fast. You want all of that caramel goodness that we can get. Okay. I'll continue to work on that. Now I'm going to add some butter. We're just going to mix this butter in a little bit at a time. This is softened, unsalted butter that I've sort of divided up so I can add it in a little at a time. Okay. 1 cup unsalted butter. Now that our butter is melted, I'm going to add in my sugar. Okay. And we're just going to let all of that sugar get incorporated. You'll see the caramel kind of lighting up a little bit as that sugar is being added. Stir the sides down a little bit. Sure it all gets in there. Okay, looks like all of that sugar has been incorporated in there. And that's fantastic. Ooh, that looks good. That looks good. So I'm going to just wipe this off. Now this is too warm to ice those cupcakes, right? I mean, it just came off the stove. It was boiling. It was really cooking over there. So we have to chill this icing down. And then after it's chilled down, we'll just warm it back up just a tad before we put it on the cupcakes. All right, so this I'm gonna put in the refrigerator, and this I'm gonna taste. Oh, wow. Wow. That's really good. All right, to the refrigerator with this. We're going to refrigerate it for about an hour, and then we'll warm it back up a little bit before we ice our cupcakes. Well, it's been about an hour, close to it, and I really just have to move forward. So I brought my icing out of the fridge. Now we're going to whip it up just to make it a little fluffier for about 1 minute. Okay, so, wow. Wow. It's caramel, all right. Beautiful. Beautiful. I'm going to waste any of it. All right. So, I'm going to stick this out of the way. So now we're just going to ice. We're just going to ice. So take a little bit, of this beautiful caramel frosting and just sort of fill in the holes of the wrapper. And then we can try to do a nice, swirl on top. There's a lot of icing, so I think we can be rather generous with the icing, and we want it to look good. So just do a nice little swirl. Oh, wow. This is one luscious bowl of caramel. Oh, wow. Okay. So I did make my cupcakes yesterday. I just didn't have time to do the whole thing, and that's perfectly fine. And I hadn't made cupcakes in so long that I had forgotten, what the fill line was. So a few of them had a little more batter in them than they should, so they over-crowned. So just take a knife and lop off what, looks a little misshapen. So no worries, it's still going to taste great and be perfectly fine, and no one will even know once you put that icing on top of it. Okay, do a nice little swirl. Make sure we cover everything. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So I'm not gonna, this is a small one. So I'm gonna ice this one, and I'm gonna taste it. Wow, that is some caramel. Okay. Oh, I can't wait. Mom, I'm thinking of you. This is your icing. So love it, love it, love it, and love you. And I'm gonna see you soon. So let's give it a little taste. That is really good caramel. there's 2 teaspoons of salt in there, so you can really kind of taste that salt too. If you want to add a little more salt on top, you could sprinkle a little Maldon salt on top, that flaky sea salt. That would be beautiful too. But this is great. If you want the recipe for this, just go to almost-martha.com, where you'll find this recipe and all the other ones that I've done. You can find me on Instagram and YouTube, Almost Martha 21. But I hope you try it. I hope you make it. I do think it's good to have something a little chocolate for Thanksgiving too. And this is something you can cut in half and you can share really easily, and it makes just a nice little thing to put on the table, on the dessert table. So I hope you try it. I hope you try it. And thanks for stopping by. And we'll see you next time as we're going to continue to prepare for Thanksgiving. And I'll share some of my French trip with you and the things that I learned there. So that'll be fun too. So come by next time. See ya. Thanks.